So hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for another session of analyzing reviews and forecasts on the GU and EU. For those that are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us today. Maybe you can go through the previous videos and see how we've been doing this, and also see on how maybe if it helps you or not. But for me, I don't have much to say. I just want to jump in straight in the video and see what we are facing and what we're expecting. So let's start with EURUSD. Today I have some couple of takeaways that I'd love to share with you at the end of the video. So stick around and yeah, let's do this. My name is Arnold. Thank you so much again, and I'm from Kenya. I'm not a funded trader, but I'm one of the challenge of my funded FX, and it's not actually doing good, but I'm doing this video to actually give awareness to many of the traders that maybe are struggling to see on the points that they are missing, and also myself, I'm revising on the things that I've been seeing throughout the week and what I'll be expecting during the next week of 27th to 31st, though I won't be that much available because I have some things to do. So I'll just leave my setups pending, and hopefully it will trigger and get me some profits. So let's start over with the EURUSD, and this is the daily time frame. So I'm not going to go through the weekly time frame and everything, but as you can see, the daily time frame is still playing around this high and this low. We already had the daily change of character. If you are an SMC student or you've done SMC, then this is the right video for you. If not, maybe you can hit me up on the comment section and let me know how I can help you to take you through the SMC program and know what you need to know. So yes, so we're playing between this high and this low. We are actually in a bearish trend, as you can see. We're actually in a bearish trend. So yes, so we are ranging in between that high and the low, but at some point I am still very confident of the bearish trend to continue, whereby all these excess that you see, those are my liquidity points that I've marked in the lower time frames. So I'm expecting price to still come down, although I still believe that price will still come to this extreme. So that's why I'm expecting price to at least come before going down. But we'll see, because what you see, we'll see about that, because what you are seeing right now is a blue color. The blue line is our trend on the 4 hour. So I'm not going to say much on the EU, but this is the range. This is the range of the daily. So I'm going to go over on the 4 hour. So this is the 4 hour. As you can see, we're playing between this high and this low. We already had this change of character right here. Let me just try and move it up. We are playing between this high and this low. We already had the change of character and the return back to the extreme, and now we've been having the uptrend to the upside. So after the beginning of the month, where we had the NFP and some sort of news, price still pushed up, and right now we are seeing that we are in a downtrend. But still, as much as we've done or made this change of character here with they call it a shift change, whether they've done that, we are still waiting for price to react in this supply zone, which is where price is right now. Also, I've marked my liquidity point right there, because as you can see, we are on a downtrend, but always with these complex pullbacks, we normally see that these are liquidity traps. So that is how we're expecting price to at least come and take out, and then maybe continue downwards or maybe go upwards. So sorry about that. So for me, I feel this range is going to hold, as you can see, and then we are going to go and take out this low, the 4 hour low, so that we can continue with the bearish trend that we've been seeing from the daily. So I don't see any other point here or rather any POI that I'll be expecting price to come and touch, because as you can see, all of them were mitigated. This was the last POI, the brown one, like I said before in my previous videos. The purple, let me start with the daily. The purple POIs, as you can see, those are my daily POIs. The brown POI, brown color rectangles are my 4-hour POIs, and then the gray colored rectangles are my 15 POIs. So that, as you can see now, price came and touched this last 4-hour POI, so I'll be expecting price to at least go lower than that. And even with our previous videos with the prediction, we have been predicting very much correctly, because we were anticipating at least price to go to the upside so that it can fill this void of the news that happened some time back during the last 2 months. So yes, so for 15 minutes now, where I am looking to see on how price will develop during next week probably. As you can see, we were playing between this gray line, the high, and this low after this break of structure here. So right now, because of this deep pullback, now we can say that we have a low. Why? Because it moved deeper to the upside. So that means we could be expecting price to still go to the upside. And let me try and draw this. We're still expecting price to still go to the upside, maybe to that point, then look for another high where maybe it might take some liquidity, then we go break, do the change of character right there, maybe look for an entry from that pullback, then ride it down so that it can take all this liquidity that was built after this news that was there, and also this liquidity formation that happened. So yes, so for the 15-minute, we are seeing a lot of POIs also. I'm going to try and put these ones out in a minute. We are still seeing these liquidity line that is supposed to be taken out right here from this green line, and we are also seeing that we still have other POIs that were not mitigated, like this one and also this one. That is actually that's what I'm seeing, and that is what I could be expecting. So I'm not really sure about that. We will have to wait for next week and see how price will turn out to be. But what I am mostly concentrated on is this POI, where I have my pending order set. Okay, so all this that is happening, especially right here, as you can see, we already had another liquidity that was built, and this one actually is very heavy, because we ranged for a couple of times, then we broke structure on the 15 minutes. After breaking structure, we came down, took out these lows with this candle here, then went up, then another news brought the price back lower. So whoever sold here, maybe sold here, those are all liquidity standpoints, and they'll be waiting to at least take them out during next week. So what I'm seeing right now is after last week excuse me, after this week's turnaround, we are seeing so many POIs that were built and were not mitigated and were left pending, unmitigated, and I'll be expecting price to at least come down to these sections, where now price will come and take them out later. Let me try and delete this one. So let me draw this one, but this one where I am anticipating for it to be taken out, I think is where price is right now, right here. Okay, right there. So yeah, so sometimes we could be viewing such kind of reactions where we have a change of character right there. Okay, right there, and all this now could be another point of liquidity where people would be trapped and induced so that they can sell. Okay, so I'd love to refine this block right here. okay, to its fractal point. And as you can see from this uptrend move, we had the low, then we broke to the high side, then on this high, price came down, broke the structure and did the pullback. And it was very perfect if you are in a sell in a selling trade, then you are good for now. But please, I hope you'll wake up early enough on Monday so that you don't miss out on the profit that you would be expecting. So for me, I'd not advise anyone to look at any point of entry from there, but maybe these ones could be the right places to enter coming down to next week. So we are still not sure. Remember, the price always acts on its own ways, and we don't have to force anything when it comes to trading. So yes, so that is what I'll be expecting on the EU. What I'll be wanting to see now is price coming up to at least my entry, tag me in, maybe do something like a high, taking out the liquidity, market shift structure, then maybe expect that pullback, a little bit of pullback, then continue and taking out all these lows that we left here pending, these liquidity points also. So that is what I'll be expecting price to do coming next week on the EU. We still need to be open-minded. Just in case we are taken out, then we should be also be on the lookout of these other POI points, where despite of the 4 hour they were mitigated, but the 15 minutes were not mitigated. So we would be expecting also price to come up to that point. So that is how I look at EURUSD and how I'm seeing price to come, or rather the focus on it. So I'd love to talk about the trades that I took. I think I took a couple of trades, very many trades actually. Per day, I think I took like 2 trades, if I'm not wrong, and they were mostly losers. But most of them I'd love to say that they were actually mistakes that I did myself. Okay, remember, with trading we are always learning, and we cannot be sure of what we are doing, but we can only be probable with the moves that we take. So yes, so I took a couple of trades, I think more than 10, because there were 2 per day. But what I came to realize is that every time you take a trade, please have a game plan of at least a risk to reward of 1:2 or 1:3. As much as you know or have a feeling that price will go to your next POI, please, if that next POI that you're targeting is more than a risk to reward ratio of 1:3, then you have to ask yourself questions. Okay, so every time, especially for the lower time frame traders like the 15, 5 and the 1 minute traders, entry traders, please try and look into that. Okay, 1:2 or 1:3 is enough. Why? Because with this kind of amount, every trade that you take, you will be so precise that every time your strike rate will be high, and it might even come to 100% because you are always that careful. And I'd say this because from out of experience during this week is I've always been expecting price to at least go to my next POI. I've been expecting price to at least go to my next POI, only for it to come down, okay, and take me out. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because with your strike rate, it can increase, and also your percentage in the things that you need to do, especially the percentage that you need to achieve during that session, whether you're in a challenge program or prop farm program. Please, 1:3 is the highest that you can go. Okay, just risk 1% and go to 1:3. Why am I saying this? For example, for this trade that I took, where you're seeing these markings, I took this trade when I went to 5 minutes. Okay, actually from the 15 minutes, I noticed after this change of character, price had done the price had done the pullback, the return to the extreme, then it moved upwards. So after it moved upwards, I felt that after now this POI that was breached, I felt that from here price cannot go anywhere lower. So that's when I took my entry, and I had it at 3R. Okay, now when I come back to 15 minutes, I noticed that price would still, and I had this confidence that price would still come up here. But now, out of experience, I realized that every time price went up to that section, let's say like I had the entry right over here, then when price went to this section, most of the time they would go down and take me out on my trade. So this time round, I said, no, you know what, I am only going to stick to my rule and my plan, whereby or which is I'll be taking trades of 1:2 or 1:3. So please be mindful of these things, because trust me, when you are very keen and focused in this kind of risk to reward ratio points, I am telling you, you'll be so profitable every day. So all you have to do is have that discipline. As much as it's a plan, now discipline yourself, because look at how price went up to my POI, this POI that I was expecting price to go up to, because I was still wanting to see price to at least come to this pending order that I have, and then ride it down, take partials on that one, then ride it down with that sell. But I felt no, maybe price could come to this POI right here that you see, and then go down. So that's when I felt I just have to stick to my rule that I just made this week, and I'll be looking forward to that in every trade that I'm going to take. So that's the takeaway I'm going to give you on the trading session for the EU for now. But please try and build that kind of discipline. I am telling you, it will take you far. So let's go over to GBPUSD. So this is how we're looking at the daily. Normally I love the GU and the EU because somehow I feel they are reciprocal to one another, or they move in tandem. So as you can see, also the GU, I think we are on the same points. Like here we are playing between this high and this low. We had a change of character right there, and price did come to the extreme, and right now where price is right now is the other extreme that happened during the last month or two. So that is how I'm seeing GU, and I'm expecting at least price to dangle around this POI right here. Let me delete this one, because okay, let me not delete it, but I'll just explain something later using it, then remove it. So within this POI, I'm expecting at least that supply to hold, and then still price will go down from there, just like EURUSD. So going down now to 4 hour, like I said, we are playing between the blue lines of this high and this low. Then we had the 4 hour change of character right here. As you can see, this was the flip zone. This one here was a flip zone where price went up, danced around, then came mitigated the 4 hour flip zone, and then went up. So as we speak right now, price came to this further extreme that we just saw on the daily here, where we've marked to the 4 hour on this buy to sell range. But we are still expecting price to at least move higher, because we have this wick that has not mitigated. So I'll be expecting price to at least come up to that section, then maybe go lower. So that is how I'm looking at it. If we're looking for any change of character for now, I think we might have this one, but it has not been broken with a candle. So maybe, just maybe, price could come up, take out this liquidity point, then move down to take out all these other pending demand areas where they had not been touched. So let's all go over to 15 minutes and see how the price is acting, how price was acting during the week. So just like EURUSD, we had the change of character right here, okay, because we were playing between that high and this low after this break of structure right here. We're playing between that, let me try to zoom out. Okay, we're playing between that high and this low. So yes, so as you can see now, price did range around here, then it went up, but we are still not out of the range, as you can see. So we are still expecting price to make a move in between any other direction. But for now, what I am seeing, apart from this change of character of the 4 hour, I am still seeing that we still have another liquidity standpoint, despite it being taken out right here. Let me try and mark that. Okay, despite it being marked out there, sorry, being taken out here, we still are in another range where we're expecting price to at least come down to this section. Okay, this section, that the 4 hour demand area that was not mitigated. So we need to also have that in mind and keep it and have that in the back of our head to remember that price could come to that point. So what are we looking at right now? We are looking at how price really took out these guys. I think this was the PMI news that took out these lows, and then we had a change of character right there, and as you can see, I took advantage of that. That is, after the change of character, we had the upside which broke the shift, and then the extreme was mitigated. Then after price broke above again, it came down and danced around this POI that you're seeing, this candle here that you're seeing. So yes, so I took advantage of that, and again I say, as much as I expected price to come up here, my trade was in between my rule of 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Why didn't I pick my trade, my take profit to come to this POI? It's because if I lowered my trade, if I lowered my TP to that point, that would translate to 1.41, which was not enough. So I said, no, let me just put it into 2. But I had very, very convincing thoughts that this void was supposed to be filled. So what I needed to do is just play safe, and I raised my TP to the standpoint where it actually hit early enough before this move was made. So right here, I was taken, right here, my TP hit, and I bagged in some profits. So all this happened in Friday. Why? Because the mistakes that I was doing from Monday to Thursday, I had to think very deep about them. So after very deep scrutiny, that's when I came and realized, you know what, we are going to make new rules, and that was my rule on Friday, and that will be my rule always on every trade that I'm going to take from now on. So yes, so what I'm expecting on the GU now is this 15 minutes POI to at least be touched or tagged. Then we wait and see how the price will react from there, and check if we can have other sell orders from that point. So as you can see, this is the 15 minute. It's a 15-minute standpoint where we are seeing after this price took it out, we had a change of character there, and yes, we can have this one also as another POI, which for me I'll be expecting price to come to, then wait to see on how price will react from that point. Okay, so because after this change of character, as we are seeing that price did not actually touch or mitigate this 15-minute POI that was above there. So that is what I'll be expecting on the GU. I'll be expecting some moves, to see some moves from that point, then see on how I can maximize my profit on checking the trades that I'll take from that point, and get to see if I can get some sell orders. So all these profits that you're seeing happened on Friday, but from Monday to Thursday it was all about mistakes. I was right, but I came to see that most of my trades were actually playing on a ratio of risk to reward ratio of 1:2 or 3R. Okay, so kindly, if you're going to make rules, better start now, and I'm helping you to save your time to actually maximize on that. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at on the GU and the EU. Now the last takeaway I'd love to say is, I know people are in pro farm challenges, and I know some other people also have challenges with capital in buying these pro farm challenges. What I can say is, if you're really serious about trading, I believe anyone can work with any amount, but if you're really serious about trading, then go for the higher challenges. Why am I saying so? Let's say, for example, you take the 100k challenge. Imagine that 100k challenge at 1% is $1,000. Now imagine making this $1,000 every month, and I guarantee you, after the third month, seeing how possible this might sound or look or seem, I guarantee that you yourself can look to scale up on your returns even on the third month. I know it's very fluctual, it's not always accurate, and you'll not be seeing this amount maybe every month, but just try and think about it. If you have that kind of discipline where you know that your trades cannot go above 3R, trust me, you're going to make a lot of money. And give yourself some time. Don't rush things, because with 1% every month, that's 12% every year. Now do that month, okay? And if you're able to achieve this for at least 3 months, trust me, you will have the feeling to scale up, because you will see how possible it is. So it's all about probability, it's all about data, it's all about collecting information on how you're working and how you're progressing. So that's my takeaway for today. Just try and take your trades and just have them targeted at 2R or 3R. That's it. That is all I can say. And trust me, out of the trades that you'll take, for me, I have seen a very big change. I am actually in one of the accounts of 5k, but I'm looking to find money and get another account, a big account, let's say 100 or 200k. I am willing to risk that much because I've seen the possibilities that trading can do. So if you can do the same and have such kind of discipline, trust me, when you are funded and you make this 1,000, this 1% every month, trust me, you will see a very big change when the year ends. You yourself, you'll come and realize that no, I feel this 1% is not enough. I can make it to 2%, and you just have another plan to make it to 2%. So what if you make that let's say $1,000 every month? That's a lot of money, especially here in Kenya. The rates are still high. I know it went down somehow, but for me, if you ask me, by the way, so long as the dollar stays above 100 shillings, I mean, we are good. Okay, but I'm trying to think about the higher the account that you have taken, and with the not only the risk but the discipline that you have put or vested in yourself, you will really go far. So I don't have much to say. I really want to thank you guys for watching this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also share. I really thank you for that. If you need any maybe further advice or coaching, I'm always there on my YouTube channel. You can leave a comment right down there, and also if you need any mentorship, I'm also there for you. From all my social handles are Arnold Anuro. I'll leave that spelling right there, because many people say that my second name is a bit challenging for them to pronounce. So yes, so if I'm looking for the GU, just one thing that I left out, we had this supply area. As you can see, this supply area, let me try and draw it through this supply area. Okay, and I'm expecting price to at least come down there before we go to the upside or look to see if price comes down here first, then I'll be expecting to see how price will react from there, then maybe take another trade, a buy trade, to mitigate now these areas, then maybe go down. Because if you look very closely on the 15 minutes of GBPUSD, this was a demand area that was mitigated, but if you look very closely, this one and this one, these are liquidity start points. Why? Because after mitigating this demand area, this one was not mitigated, so we can say that this is also a flip zone at some point. So that is why I'll be expecting price to come in. If you're asking about the dots that you're seeing right here, these are the time frames of different sessions. I normally love watching the market during the Frankfurt session, which for this software, the trading view, I look at it at 6 a.m. Then next one, which is the London Open, this happens at 7 a.m. and the New York session happens at noon. Okay, that is now according to Kenyan time zone. So yes, so all that is just data that I've been collecting, and that is how I look at my daily moves when I look at the different sessions on how they open. Okay, so yeah, my name is Arnold Anuro. Thank you so much again for tuning in, watching to the end, and God bless you and have a nice weekend. GGMU to those Manchester United fans. We hope to take the FA Cup. For now, I just want to say bye and God bless you guys. Thank you.